Hi everyone. I just got a new computer, a new Windows computer, and I need to install a bunch of things. And I thought maybe I record a video about me installing that. It's going to be a long video because I am not prepared, meaning I know what I want to do, but I don't really know how I will go about installing some of these things. Because if I already install it on my computer, then it would be difficult to install it again, right? So I want to start with a clean slate, and I want to show how I do this. So by the end of this video, I want to have a dev setup with all these things. I want to have terminal, I want to have Bash, I want to have Python, Node.js, I want to have all the dev tools I want to install Docker, I want to install Visual Studio Code, and a bunch of other things. So that's the plan. So let's see how it goes. I'll have to improvise, but hopefully this video is going to be quite useful. But also from that, I'll create instructions in the text form, which maybe will be more useful than this video. I don't know. So that's the plan. And the first thing I want to do is install Windows Terminal. It actually looks like I already have Terminal, so maybe newer version of Windows come with Terminal. So this is, I have a PowerShell here. If you don't have it, like this is actually quite cool because previously I needed to install it. If you don't have it, you go to Windows Store and you type here Terminal. Windows Terminal, and this is the app you install. So I don't remember if I already installed it. I don't think so. Maybe it just comes with with Windows now, but this is how you install it. So the first step here is already done. So I have it. Let me mark it as like have a tick box. So next thing I want to do is I want to install Gitbash and configure GitHub. All right. So Git, so I need to look for Git for Windows. And this is the first thing, the first link, and I think this is exactly what I need. Git -scm. I don't know actually what it means scm, but yeah. I'm going to download this. And yeah, should be pretty fast. And Git for Windows comes with Bash. I was going to say Git for Windows comes with Bash, but then it asks if I allow this program make changes on my computer, and it stopped my recording for some reason. So I expect now that sometimes the recording will be interrupted. I hope it will not happen soon. But anyways, so here this we have installation. So I'm going to do this. Okay, I don't really add Gitbash profile to Windows Terminal. Okay, this is reasonable. I actually want to do this because I was going to do this myself, but right now I don't need Vim, Notepad. I'll use Nano. I don't use Vim. I don't really know how to use it, so Nano is better. Let Git decide. Branch name. Let's go with main. Use Git from Bash only. Okay. Use bundled. Okay. Use native Windows secure channel library. Okay. Check out Windows style. Okay. Use min tty. I have no idea what is that. Fast forward. Whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I don't really know what these things are, but now I'm going to install it, and you see that it's also installing min gv. I don't know how to pronounce it, but basically this is Bash for Windows, right? So we will have. I can see that it's also installing Vim and a bunch of other things, but basically we will have Bash that we can use in Windows, and since it conveniently added profile in my terminal, so we can see that maybe do I need to restart it? Because I don't see it here. Maybe let me try to restart it. Maybe if I close it and open again, it will work. Yeah, now I have Gitbash. If I didn't, then I would go to settings, I would go to profiles, I would add a new profile and add Gitbash. And this is the command that we have, right? So in case it didn't ask you to do this, so this is what you do. Okay, and I want to use it as default. How can I do this? Okay, just 1 second. Okay, so it's in startup. When I say 1 second, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pause the video. So for you, you don't see how I'm like trying different things. So I see in startup, we have default profile. So I'm going to go with Gitbash. Yeah, I don't know what is that. So I'm going to save it. And now when I click plus, I get Gitbash. So here, okay, we have less. I'll do make dir git. So this is where I'm going to store things. So now I want to change it a little. So I want to change how it looks like because I don't like this font. So I want to use consoles, and I like when font is large. Maybe like that. Let's see. I don't know if it's too large, so let me create a new profile. It's a little bit too large, maybe, but let me keep it like that. Okay, and also, cool, I can also change this. Doesn't really matter. Okay, and another thing is I want to already start it large. So if I close it now, close all, I open terminal again. No, it's pretty large actually. So I think it's good. Maybe it's even larger than I want. So does it actually remember? Yeah, it's too large. So I need to configure that. Well, like I don't think it. Here. So maybe columns it's like 100 and rows 28. Okay, let me try. Yeah, that's I like it. So I go to Git, and now it's empty. So what do I want to configure next? So actually, I didn't finish. Like, well, I need to configure GitHub, right? So what I want to do is I want to be able to clone things from Git. So okay, let me go to GitHub. I need to sign up. Okay, I'll put it on hold. Cool. So I logged in, and I want to clone something. So let me clone, for example, this project. Or perhaps maybe I should clone something that is private. Okay, so this is my course. So the reason I want to clone a private project is because then I'll make sure that I actually configure everything correctly. Because I need to set up the SSH key, I have not. So now when I do git clone, it will say, please make sure you have the correct access, right? So access this repository. So I need to, I'll just ask ChatGPT because I don't really remember. How do I generate SSH key for GitHub? So now it will tell me how I should do this. I need to go to SSH. I don't have it. So now this is what I need to do. My email is, let's see. Okay. Yes, I want to use this one. No passphrase. Okay, so this is my key. Oops. And now I need to actually I want to add it to GitHub, right? So go to GitHub settings, settings, then SSH and GPG keys. Okay, new GPG key. a new SSH key, right? So how do I call this computer? So this is Asus, so I'll call it Asus. Asus ZenBook. And now I need to put my public key. So we have public key and private key. So I want to check the public key. So this is the public key I add. So now it's authorized, right? So now I have this Asus ZenBook. And if I go to Git and now attempt to, where is it? I should have it in my, I haven't, okay. I haven't configured it. Okay, clipboard. So I pressed Windows V, right? Instead of Control V, it's Windows V. So then I actually have previously used things from the clipboard. Okay, so let me find this repo again. Okay. Git clone this. Okay, now it's working. So I have configured Git. And now I want to configure what is actually next. Python and UV. So you know what? Maybe now I will configure Visual Studio Code. Right, so let's do this. So Git and Gitbash are done. So now I want to configure Visual Studio Code. And I don't have it installed, so VS Code download. So yeah, it should be fast. So in case when I download it, it will ask me again, like if I want to make changes on my computer, if I want to let it make changes on my computer. So it might stop the recording. Okay, so far so good. Okay. Yeah, maybe because I allowed an installer to make changes. Okay, well, I like when it's not interrupted. Okay, I can close that. Launch. Okay, let's use AI features. So I have a Copilot license. Now you can skip this thing. Okay, now I have it. And I want to open. Okay, maybe I need to create a new one. Oops. So when I do Ctrl-Shift-D, it creates a duplicate, but when I record in a video in Loom, then I can draw things. So yeah, I cannot press Ctrl-Shift-D, I guess. Git name. Okay, now code works. Okay, I trust, and I also trust everything in the. Okay, but like, why does it keep asking me this? I need to configure it. Tune your settings. Okay. No, just go away. So let me look at this. So I like bigger fonts. So first of all, when I record videos, I want for you to see what actually I'm writing. I want to have bigger fonts. So let's configure that. I think it's here in profiles. No, settings maybe. Font editor font size 20. Yeah, that's good. Maybe a little bigger. Okay, that's good. And in terminal, it's still small. Terminal font. Maybe I'll do it like That should work. Here, I probably want to configure also Gitbash. I already have it. Cool. So this is configured, I think, more or less. Yeah. So it already uses Consolas, which is my favorite font for my coding. So I just wanted to make it larger. Apart from that, it looks good. So I have my... No, actually, I don't think I'll figure this out. Like, it's not really important now to connect to Copilot. But yeah, it's strange that I don't see my models here. Okay, doesn't matter. This is not something super important. This is something you can figure out separately. But we have Visual Studio Code. So next thing I want to do is to configure Python. So how do I do this? So I want to install UV. UV install UV. So this is how I do this. I select Windows, and I need to do this in PowerShell, I guess. So changing the execution. Okay. So let me see if I just do this, if just doing this enough. So PowerShell. Maybe I'll need to run it as administrator. I don't know. Okay, so it's downloading UV. That's good. So, and then it added this to local bin. I don't like that my name is actually starts with capital. So, because I mean, like I don't really like when there's capital things in path, it's not always nice for. Well, yeah, it automatically selected this. I couldn't like I would prefer it to be lowercase. Anyways, to add either restart your shell or run. So let me run first PowerShell. Where UV? Okay, UV actually works. I wanted to see, like, when I say where UV, like at least in usual command line, where UV, it should say where, right? So it's like which in bash. Which UV. So right now there is none, but I think if I start a new, okay, so I have UV, and with UV I actually have Python, right? So if I just write Python, I don't know if I need to install it. Well, I don't want to do this, so I want to let me create also a temporary directory, and I'll create here test. In test, I'll do UV init. So you see it's downloading 3.14. Okay, I didn't even know that 3.14 is already a thing. And then I can do change my main. I can say, oh, okay, I think this is enough for testing. Python main. Okay, we can see that Python works, and I don't need anything else apart from UV, so I don't really need to use Python like that. But if I need it, I can install Python globally, I think, with UV. But yeah, for now, I'll keep it like that. I think it should be enough. Well, maybe let's ask ChatGPT. I'll use dictation mode. Okay, hello. Okay. Hello. So I use, what did I actually want to ask? I have UV installed on my Windows computer, and what I want to do with this UV, I want to install Python 3.13, and I want to add it to path so it's available every time I start a new terminal. So when I do Python or pip, it's actually, I have Python used from that location. How do I do this? So I assume what we can do, actually, I just came up with this. Let's see what ChatGPT says, but probably we can have like something like bin. And here I can have like Pythons. Here I do uv init Python 3.13. Will it work? Oops, I think it's actually remove it. Why there is git? Does uv init do this? I don't know. LSA. So I'll create a folder Python 3.13. Then I go there and then I do this. And here we have uv run Python main. So now it should actually download Python. It should create a .env folder, right? And now this .env can actually go to my path. So I can say, I wonder what ChatGPT will say, but this could be an option. I'm just improvising, but then this would be my default Python, right? That I use. And in default Python, when I just want to do Python, and it will execute this one, and otherwise it will, or when I do pip, also this one. Otherwise, it will use like some other things. Do we actually have pip here? The env. We don't have pip here, but okay. So let me edit my bash RC. Do I not have bash RC? Okay, so now I will. So I will do export path equals path, then path to this first home, then bin. So this is probably already good. So I'll have all the things I want to put, I want to install. Like later we will install other things that I don't know. I'll think about what exactly. But whatever executable I want to be able to use in my terminal will go to bin. Now I'll do Control K to cut and then paste it multiple times. Then we have Pythons, Python 3.13. How does it look? Let me check. Cd bin. What? Do I not have bin? Where did I create bin? Was it in TMP? Okay. Let me move it one level up. Pythons cdvn. So this is I'll call it Python home. So this I'm going to replace with home. And then here I have Python home slash, what do we have here? Slash scripts, right? Okay, let's see. So I'll start a new phone bash. I'll ask ChatGPT what to do about this. So I think I need to create a bash profile or something. So in bash, when you start a login shell, terminal login SSH, bash RC when you start an interactive non-login shell. Okay. What message says it will do? It will create a file like this automatically. Will be created for you. Okay. So now when I start this, okay, good. So it was just one time thing. Which Python? Okay. I don't think it works yet. Python home scripts. So if I just execute Python here, So this is the Python I want. So, right. So I want to be able to access this. Right now, let me add this like that. So just hard code the path. And then I do source bash rc, which Python. Okay, so now what I will do is I will add it first in path. So probably Python is added before this. So I want to make sure that this is the first thing that my terminal sees. Okay, so I need to do this. And now, which Python? Okay. So now this is the Python I want. And which pip? No pip. So I need to install a pip to this. How do I install pip to a UV project? UV add requests. Yeah, I understand that. I want to have pip in my VN. Install pip into. Okay, let's see if it actually helps. We go to bin, we go to Pythons. Okay, so it added pip. So now when I do, when I create a new terminal, which pip? Awesome. So this is going to be our default Python. So when I don't know, when we use when we just execute Python, when I just do Python main, this Python will be used, right? And when I do uv run Python main, Python, so Python from virtual environment will be used. Which Python? Oops. Which? So then we use this one from test, right? So here is from our bin where we have different Pythons, right? And this one is going to be default Python. And if something happens with this Python, we just create a new one, right? So this is just for different programs that, let's say we have a script, or I use Claude Code and Claude Code doesn't know that I want to use UV to run Python. It will just use this because this is already in path. Okay, so UV installed. Next thing I want to install is Node.js and Node version manager. The reason I want to do this is because there are many programs that require it. Like for example, I want to use Claude Code. Claude Code requires Node.js. So I want to install Node NVM Windows. So NVM stands for Node version manager. And I probably have here use the latest installer, comes with an installer. Okay, let's see. No install setup. Okay, let's do that. Maybe actually it's a better idea to use the one with no installation. But let's see. I think here we would need to do, yeah, again, my Loom crashed when it asks for permission to modify things on my computer. Okay. Yeah. I'll skip that. Open with PowerShell. Okay. Did it open? NVM. Okay, maybe I should create a new one. NVM. Okay. So, and now, do I have Node already? Which Node? NVM install. I think I need to do NVM install LTS. Okay, so now it's downloading the long-term support, the latest LTS version. Okay, let's do that. Am I still recording? Just in case, I'll stop and again ask for this thing. Yeah, Loom is very annoying that it's when there is this system prompt, it keeps crashing. Anyways, now when I do which node, I prefer to have both. And yeah, how do I actually install it? So I want to install make and wget. So let me do winget install make. I don't know, latest release of Winget. Do they have a binary here? Let's just get the source code. So what I did is I clicked right click on this Windows icon, terminal admin, but when it happened, it asked me if I'm okay with running it in admin mode. And then, of course, my Loom stopped. Yeah, so I need to use PowerShell, I think, for this one. So with PowerShell, you must ensure get execution policy is not restricted. We suggest using bypass to bypass the policy. Yeah, well, I have no idea what I'm doing. I hope it's not dangerous. So now when I start a new channel, which Choco, good, Choco. I think for Choco, I actually need to run it as administrator. So now I'm in administrator. Choco install make. Not targets, okay. But now we have make. Cool. So you know what make is, right? TMP test. I'll create a make file now. Okay, I trust the author. Why it keeps asking me these things? It's done. No, I don't want to see this on the startup. So let me create a make file. And then here I'll do run, which is, I actually want to install plugin for make. Okay. The reason I want to install it, otherwise it would add, it would use space instead of tabs, and then make actually requires this first thing to be a tab. uv run python main.py. So make run. Cool, right? So it's very convenient. So this is done. This is done. Docker. Okay, let's install Docker. Docker Windows 11 install. So probably when I try to install Docker, again, my recording will stop. Docker for Windows. So I'll use this one on Microsoft Store. Okay, I guess. So now it's downloading. System requirements. So I think I'm going to use this one, VSL 2 backend. So I'll also have to enable VSL, Windows Subsystem for Linux. So there is no, like the difference between them is like for this one, you can also have a proper Linux installed on your computer, which could be good. But I don't think it really matters. Like, I don't know if there is any difference between these two, to be honest. Like usually I just go with this one. Docker only supports Docker desktop on Windows for those. Okay. So install Docker desktop. I think this is what we are downloading right now. Okay. Again, because of the system prompt, my recording stopped, but I was anticipating, I was expecting it would happen. Okay. Yeah, well, I guess I just go with this. And it's unpacking. I don't know. I don't remember how long it takes. I remember when I was installing this on my previous computer, which had Windows 10 Home, it was really a big struggle to actually install Docker, right? Now I don't expect any difficulties, except like I will also need to probably enable this VSL, but maybe Docker will do this for me. I don't know. But yeah, I have a new computer. I bought it like I bought it more than 1 month ago. I just didn't have time to configure it, and yeah, finally I'm doing this. Anyways, so I want to close all these things. What did actually ChatGPT suggest? No, something else, right? Install Python UV. Okay. I think we did something similar, right? Ah, UV Python pip global. Okay. Oh, whatever. Like I think the setup we eventually did. I eventually did. I think it looks good. Okay, while it's installing, I'm just putting this on hold, and I'll come back when it finishes. So this is what I see. So I guess I'll have to stop and restart. So see you after I do this. Okay, I restarted my computer. I am accepting the terms. Hey, did I click accept? Okay, so we have Windows subsystem for Linux. So it was asking press any key to continue. I pressed, my Loom crashed. Now I'm recording again, so it installed it. Now if I press any key to exit, it should be safe, right? Okay, so do I have, so I have personal, okay, I can skip it. Did we not do this? Because I think we just updated it. Okay. I'll open terminal in the meantime. So while it's installing, docker run hello world. Amazing. So Docker works. Where's my notepad? I hope it keeps my notes. Cool. So Docker is ready. So it was really straightforward. I remember last time I needed to install Docker, which was a couple of years ago. Mike, it was really not easy, not straightforward. I needed to spend a few days to figure out different things. But now, yeah, it's really good. I'm really happy about this. Okay, so Docker is installed. GitHub CLI. So I think it's a really useful thing when you work with GitHub, especially with coding agents, when the GitHub CLI can create issues, can create pull requests, can clone issues, or when you work with something and then you want to make it turn this into a GitHub project. Yeah, it's a very convenient tool. I like using it. So I'm going to install it. Download it for Windows. Let's see. Okay. It's an installer. So I think last time I installed it, it was different. So I didn't have an installer. I needed to download it to a folder on my path. So now it's actually easier. I just install it. So let's see if I create a... Cool. So I think I need to authenticate, right? Auth, login. Yeah. So I need to open and type this code. Okay. Cool. So this is set up. So yeah, I can do now all these things from here. Set up, well, it's more or less done. So I mean, actually after the Docker, all these things are optional. You don't really need them. But since I want to install them anyways, so code install. So for Cloud Code, I think they changed. So previously you would install it with npm, and now Winget. Okay, native install. PowerShell. Okay, let's do this with PowerShell. So I think this one means download and this one means execute, right? Let's see what happens. Yeah, this should be relatively straightforward, but the way you installed it previously with npm install, I liked it way more. So now this is, yeah, we have to get their binary and this is more complicated. With npm, it was just npm install -g code, and that was it. Okay, so another thing I want to install is OpenCode. And I want OpenCode desktop. Download OpenCode. Yeah, this one, desktop. So with Cloud Code, I use it from terminal, but with OpenCode, I use it from desktop. So okay, run anyway. Okay, so let's see how is it going with this. Cloud Code is working. Okay, dark. Yeah, I have subscription. Okay. So actually, I don't really use PowerShell, so I'll go to mp test cloud. What's in this folder? So and this is done, and this is also done. Well, so it's exploring this thing. And this is my OpenCode. So let me also get this TMP folder that we used. Where is it? Okay, this PC users. Let's see, TMP test select folder. Now what's in this folder? So right now it uses this big pickle model, which is free, right? But like, of course, you will hit the limits pretty fast, and I like when it's larger. Okay, so I will configure it with my credentials later, but yeah, for you, like it really depends on what kind of provider you use. You can see that there are quite a few. Okay. Well, I probably have forgotten something, but from the list I initially wanted to have, everything is ready. Maybe a few things in Visual Studio Code. Let me open it. So yeah, what I want to have is I want to install, I want to connect to GitHub Codespaces. So now it's installing extensions. So then I will be able to actually connect to Codespaces from my Visual Studio Code. I already have some Codespaces. Yeah, let me try to connect to, let's say, this one. And I'll open a new window. Because I also want to install a few other extensions, Python, for example. Okay, let's install it. What else do I typically use? Ruff for formatting. Okay, so now I have Python extension and Ruff extension. So if I open, I don't know, this one. Can I run tests? Would I like to configure? Would you like to install Python using UV? No? Maybe I do, but yeah, here it already configured like it figured the virtual environment. Testing. Okay, let's configure tests. I mean, we don't really have any tests. There is no pip installer available. Okay, I need to do uv at dev pytest. But this is like really, this is not really important. This is something we could figure later, but there are no really tests, right? So if I do test main.py, I can do from main import main. So can I actually run it as a test? Okay, our test pass. What else do I need for Visual Studio Code? I think that's it. That's enough. Yeah, so code spaces work. I am going to stop current code space. I think that's it, actually. So that's what we wanted to cover. And I covered everything. I probably forgot something, but maybe I'll record a follow-up at some point. But here, how long did it take? More than 1 hour, I think. We installed everything we needed, and now I can actually work on this computer. So I hope it was useful. And yeah, see you later.